Thank you. Okay, so I don't think I introduced myself. My name is Manny, Manny Ness, initially. I really would like to, I'm sure there's a lot, everybody here is an activist, it seems to me, and I'd like to also take note of some of the people who are here. Who wants to go next? Okay, so turn over the floor to LaToya Egwuekwe, and also really like everybody to participate. So we'll have like 5 or 10-minute discussions or presentations, and then we can have a very good conversation. Because some of us are actually veterans.
Okay. Good morning. Is it still morning? No, it's afternoon. Before I get started, I just want to take a moment to thank Sam for inviting me, inviting UCUBE to be here today. And I want to thank each of you for being here today and for the work that you do and taking part in this very important conversation. My name is LaToya Egwuekwe, and that's Nigerian, for those of you wondering. My father's Nigerian. And I'm communications rep for the International Association of Machinists, also known as the Machinists Union. And we are the founding organization of your union of the unemployed, also known as UCUBE. How many people have heard of UCUBE? Nice, okay. The Machinists Union, for those of you that don't know, is among the nation's largest industrial trade unions. We have nearly 700,000 active and retired members in dozens of industries. What is UCUBE? A lot of people ask that. Just it's what it's short for and what it does doesn't always ring a bell with everyone. But the short answer is UCUBE is a movement. The Machinists Union started UCUBE in January of 2010. And at the time, more than 35,000 of our members had been laid off. Other members were working fewer hours each week because their employers simply did not have the orders to fill. And we recognized that a recovery, and what we call a real recovery, not the false one on Wall Street, we recognized that that was years away. And most of our members would not return to work until the broader economy was back on track. We desperately wanted jobs, not just for our members, but for America. And everywhere we turned, we saw the personal devastation that this Great Recession had caused. At the time, this is back in January of last year, more than 31 million Americans were either out of work or forced to work part-time to make ends meet. And if you've ever been out of a job, you know what that's like. The sleepless nights, worrying about the bills, jury days, surfing job listings, weekends, shopping for cheap things to eat, to feed your family. You got calls from debt collectors, you got no calls coming in from employers, and not enough money for anything, let alone the things that you actually need. Toiletries, food, things of that nature. We knew that if America was going to get back to work, that everybody was going to have to work together to make that happen. So that was the birth of UCUBE. UCUBE was a means to unify the unemployed in a unique and useful way. It's an online grassroots community built from the ground up. How does it work? UCUBE connects the unemployed and the underemployed and friends of the unemployed and underemployed by zip code into what we call cubes. A cube is a group of 6 people, and those people are better known as jobs activists. UCUBE then organizes those cubes into what we call neighborhoods. Neighborhoods is a group of at least 9 cubes. Did you want to come have a seat?
I didn't want to.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I don't want you standing there. As those neighborhoods continue to grow and expand, they eventually become known as blocks and what we like to call power blocks. Power blocks that politicians, we believe, cannot ignore. UCUBE helps the unemployed and the underemployed do 2 main things. First and foremost, the site ends that sense of loneliness one feels when they're unemployed, especially when they've been out of work for a very, very long time. It offers the jobless a way to use their skills and their talents to help others even while they're helping themselves. Each activist has a unique set of skills, talents, and experiences that can be shared or bartered, and working together, everyone can build a network of mutual support. Secondly, and equally important, there's strength in numbers. And there's even more strength when those numbers work in unison. The Machinists Union believes that together, UCube members can affect real change by pressuring the federal government to respond faster and more effectively to this jobs crisis. The UCube website enables our members to email their members of Congress, the White House, their governor, their state legislature on urgent issues such as the need for a national jobs agenda, Tier 5 for 99ers. Those, I'm sure I don't have to explain it to this group, but folks who have exhausted their 99 weeks of unemployment benefits. And in 2010, our members sent nearly 54,000 emails to the White House and Congress alone. The UCube Resource Center, which is another area of our website, provides tips on how to write a resume, how to navigate the tough job market, assess your skills, and create a budget. And it also provides information on trade adjustment assistance. Today, the site currently has over 4,000 members. And for those of you who have visited our Facebook page, I think that's almost well over 6,000 members at this point. Some of our accomplishments during the first year were a 21-point emergency action plan for getting America back to work that was created by our very own UCube members. The plan is entitled Hire Us America, and to date, it is the only real, robust jobs agenda that's been brought forward since the start of this Great Recession. Hire Us America calls for such job-creating policies as laws that discourage the outsourcing of American jobs overseas, legislation that creates a national industrial policy, and a 21st Century Works Progress Administration style jobs program. Also in year one, we launched a massive Get Out the Vote campaign to encourage the unemployed to take part in the 2010 midterm elections. Voter turnout in South Carolina and Pennsylvania counties, where we ran our first Get Out the Vote television ad entitled Our Turn, those of you that have seen it. In those counties where the ad ran, voter turnout increased by 15 to 25%. Our second Get Out the Vote ad entitled Fight Back received over 16,000 views on the internet. It was also featured and viewed by thousands at UCube's Unemployed pre-event to the One Nation 10 to 10 March in Washington last fall. I believe the Philadelphia Unemployment Project spoke there.
Yes, we did.
Yes. And while we're on the topic of elections, I did want to make this point today. I wanted to take a moment to share with you some important information on just how vital the unemployed are to the political process. You want me to speak louder? Sure. Their sheer numbers alone, the sheer numbers of the unemployed, have made them a new political constituency. CNN exit polls from the 2010 midterms show 30% of voters live with someone in their household who is jobless. Does anybody live, just out of this room, a show of hands of how many people live with someone who's unemployed?
Me?
Exactly. Results also show the unemployed are the new swing voters. The exit polls show unemployed voters essentially split their vote in the last election in voting for Republicans and Democrats. In other words, the road to 2012 means it's anybody's game. And the need to organize the unemployed in particular is important now more than ever. We at UCube believe the party that ignores the jobless will have a hefty price to pay in the next upcoming election. A quick look at some things we're working on for this year. We're working on adding links to the employment websites we believe can provide our jobs activists, our UCube members, with a decent paycheck. We will be developing learning modules for those sites in order to help members maximize their income. We're planning a UCube hiring hall, a place where members can post their skill sets and employers can find talented, experienced workers. And most recently, we announced the creation of a national structure with where our most active members will be appointed to voluntary state director and regional leadership positions. It's still in the works, but once that's all put together, those members will help craft the site's new organizing, lobbying, and political initiatives for the rest of 2011 and for the upcoming 2012 elections. Our motto at UCube has always been take control. If you're unemployed, you're working fewer hours, we want our members to know that you're not alone. We are here to help the jobless connect, find their voice, organize, multiply that political power, and get back to work for themselves, for their families, and for America. For those of you interested in learning more about UCubed, and I have to give a little caveat today, which is unfortunate, you can visit our website at www.unionofunemployed.com. However, as of Thursday, our site was attacked. It was a cyber attack. It was hacked. So the site is currently down. So you can, please do not go to the site today, and I feel really bad in saying that, but we're under some kind of attack, and we can't quite figure out the source of it just yet. But the site is down, and so that is the website for your reference. Sure, www.unionofunemployed.com. And then for those of you that are, go ahead.
Hi. Sorry, we've
That's
had a
okay.
hard time getting in.
No problem.
How are you, Sam?
Good, good.
It's had a hard time.
Oh, I was worried about, yeah, I was worried about.
You didn't know anything about it?
And for those of you that are on Facebook and Twitter, we feel that, we found that social networking has really, really helped us in our mobilizing effort. For those of you that are on Facebook and Twitter, we're also there. You can search for us under the name UQ. And that is all. Thank you.